I start with opening up the energy field. And bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. So this is a never-ending process. And the more expanded the energy field is, the more light we can hold in our system. And light is higher information, or is information. The one that's coming in is higher information because it's high vibrational divine light. And it's changing our system on a cellular level towards our personal highest truth. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies that are floating around the top of your system. And those are the energies that are creating the noise. So behind the noise is the peace, the silence, the stillness. So I'm clearing those. So all sorts of energies you've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days, and also emotions that are floating around in your system right now on the surface level. So I'm clearing those. And right away, the system can relax more. And then I clear thoughts out of the mind. So basically it's energy. I just clear energy out of the mind level. So that there are less or no thoughts. And also more light can enter the system when the surface energies are being removed. So more light is entering. There is light entering through the crown chakra and third eye chakra. It's filling up the body, the energy bodies. So physical bodies, energy bodies, and the area around you. So I'm specifically clearing the left brain area or left mind, so that the left side the right one and then I just help to connect the energy flow like from into both sides of the brain, left and right, so that just there is a free energy flow happening. and that there is light flowing into both sides. So that means that areas we haven't been using of the brain yet, because there's only a very small part of the brain being used, those areas, the possibilities now that they are being opened up as well. Through the light flowing in these areas and openings are happening. So the mind is also a filter, the brain is also a filter for what we perceive in this reality. And when there is just more openness energetically on the brain, in the brain, then it's also possible to perceive more. Just perceive more. Then open up the crown chakra. So maybe it's possible for you to feel your chakra. It's a lot larger than the body. And you can maybe feel it opening. Then third eye chakra. Throat chakra. Heart chakra. So by opening the chakras, more light is entering the system and also the chakras specifically. And the light can work in those areas and remove blockages and open up the system more. So right now the light is specifically working on the upper 4 chakras. Then open up the central energy channel. The central energy channel is where life energy flows through the system. And life energy flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions and flows up again and so on. And life energy is like the life force. So without that life energy, the body would drop dead, basically. So it's just the life energy that's flowing through every living being and also throughout our human system, And of course, when there is more life energy flowing, there is more energy available in the present moment for life experience, whatever that means for you, like however life is manifesting in the present moment, there's just more energy there, more focus, more strength of the body, more inspiration, more creativity, like all sorts of different energies are then present in the present moment, the more life energy is available. So let's say when there is a small amount of life energy present, then it's mostly survival mode. That's all the system has available. This is the most important one. And the more life energy is available, the more other energies are there as well, like the ones I mentioned before. Then also more love and joy and those energies. So this is why we really want that we have as much as possible life energy flowing, and that the system is opening up more and more. Okay, I'm still expanding the central energy channel. And then I'm accelerating the life energy. Then I help it to flow more. From the root to the crown chakra. And now I'm going to focus energies in your system more. So like the ones that are basically just floating around and are more scattered, I'm gonna focus them more on your personal highest truth. So I'm basically bringing them more towards that. I changed the direction. So the patterns that are still playing out, because they are still there, they will fall away eventually, but they're just still there, so that they are more focused on your personal highest truth. So they're redirected. So meaning, it's not possible to clear the system from one day to the other. It just takes some time. But it's possible to change the way how the system works. So bring your focus more towards your personal highest truth. And your personal highest truth, like I said, it's very different for everybody. It depends on basically your soul plan for this incarnation. And we want that the energies are more focused on your soul plan versus scattered everywhere else, flowing in all sorts of directions where they are not needed, or actually drawing you away from your soul plan, so in the other direction. Or just I'm looking for the right word. Um, the best word I can find is like delay. delay moving towards your personal highest truth. So we don't want that. So in general, I clear energies out of your system. So I guess energies of procrastination, that might be the right word. I clear this energy. So energies that are preventing you from moving forward towards your personal highest truth. So I clear procrastination, third chakra specifically. And energies, so, when you walk forward and then you're like, okay, I rather wait a little bit. I'm not ready to walk even further. I just want to wait a little bit and look and see what happens. So there is this specific energy that just that stops a little bit, that's hindering just the flow of life a little bit. So I'm clearing this energy. It's a more subtle one, but it's a strong one, because mostly it's not seen. It's not seen like fear. Fear is easily to see, to feel, right? To uncover. But there are subtle energies, they're often not so easy to see, like procrastination. It's often not so easy to see. Or this energy, like just waiting out, not making decisions, just waiting, not being able to decide, waiting things out, not acting, but waiting things out. So I clear those energies. Because we just want to have a flow. We want to have a free flow of life energy every day, 24/7, all the time. We just want to have life energy flowing through our system as much as possible. And life energy is life itself. And we just want it to flow freely. And when we go with that flow, then this is the best possibility to live this life experience, because there's least resistance to life itself. And I'm clearing second chakra, resistance towards life energy. It's such a strong one. Resistance towards life itself. I don't like what life is presenting, heart chakra. Resistance to life itself. So I don't like what life is presenting. I don't like what I'm offered right now, what life is offering me. I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. I clear those energies. And I'm also gonna put the name God, because it's the same thing, but I'm just gonna use the word God, because in some people's systems, it's gonna be God. They refer to God. So I don't prefer what God is presenting to me right now in my life. I don't prefer that. So I clear these energies. Then second chakra, resistance to God or the divine. I clear those energies. Resistance, second chakra, I clear resistance. And specifically, often things are just happening. They're just happening and unfolding, and sometimes it's really fast. And what we want is we want to have an open system, because we just want to go with that flow, even though that it's really fast sometimes. Because if there is resistance, this can cause very uncomfortable experiences for us. So we don't want that. So a clear resistance, a clear resistance, a clear resistance, a clear resistance. In general, resistance out of our system. And also resistance on a more subtle level where we, for example, we don't meet with a person because that person triggers us. It's also like resistance to life energy in a way. So we hide from certain experiences and not look at these experiences, what they bring up in our system, and then heal and clear it. Just an example. Or we don't talk to a certain work colleague, or we don't go in a certain area of our town, or we don't watch a certain TV show. And it's not that we have to watch it, just the understanding, okay, there is something coming up, we don't prefer it, but it's about looking at these energies. What is coming up? So this is like things we're often not aware of because it's happening on a more subtle level. So I clear the resistance also in these areas, the not so obvious ones. And I'm not telling you to watch a TV show you don't like. So it was just an example that, when something comes up, it's about the trigger, the emotion that's stuck and it's coming up. And it's so easy to not see that when it's happening in that way, or to hide from it in a ignore it. That's a better word. Okay. All right. So I'm clearing. And I clear also today a more subtle energy. So the one I want my way. So this can be a very strong one, but today I'm just shown very subtle areas that you are not aware of. Because often things I'm clearing, you are very much aware of what I'm clearing. But today I'm shown areas in your system that you are just not aware of. Because you don't really see the reaction or the trigger or the moving away from experiences or ignoring. It's just not seen because it's subtle. So I clear those today. Because added up, they make a big difference as well. Then I clear the energy of irritation out of your system. So certain things that are irritating. Mostly things. So right now I clear irritation that you've experienced somewhere in your surrounding, and then the energy came up in your system. So I clear irritation. And there is a need in the system just to have a break, just to have a break and relax. And I'm really getting the information that it's also important to take breaks in your everyday life. Breaks meaning time where you can just relax. Going for a walk, for example, or just sitting somewhere meditating, or just sitting somewhere and looking at nature. So because the times are right now like very intense. There's a lot going on. It's just going to get faster and faster and faster. It's just important to implement breaks into our everyday lives. So the information is coming in. And when you are in a situation where you feel like, oh my God, it's a lot going on, then you will remember if the memories left your system up until then. But then it will definitely come up. So when there's a overwhelm of the system, so program this in basically, the information comes out, take a break, take a break. You are allowed to. You are allowed to. So clear energies that don't want you to take a break, like, who take breaks, for example, is lazy or whatever the energy is behind there. So just clear the energy that's behind in your system. Might be a different one. And the outcome of doing less is even more. So this is the information I'm getting. So sometimes we think we need to do a lot, like actively do stuff to have a certain outcome. But I'm getting doing less. So that doesn't mean that you sit around all day and just chill. It's just doing the right things. So getting an understanding what's necessary to do and what not. What's actually important and what is not. What's helping your work, your body, your family, your everyday life, and what's actually in the way, and what's just like, for example, habits you're doing or things you're doing, but they're not even important. So just distinguishing that, the energy comes in to help you with that. So it's just coming in. And when you go through your everyday life experience, then you recognize certain things. Oh, they're not actually that important, or this is really important. I need to focus on this. I need to put energy into this. So just distinguishing that things that are not important can fall away and instantly fall away because it takes your recognition and then they can go. So that you have more energy for things that are important to you and also for your life plan, life mission, and also for your health. And this information the system really enjoys and recognizes as truth because it's opening up so much, it's really flowing in. So the information is flowing into every cell of the body. So that it's in your system and you can live more from there. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. Then I put energy into the third eye chakra. So maybe you experience this sometimes during the day, that you feel pressure on your third eye chakra, or it just feels like it's opening up, or just some sort of movement there or activation. And this is just because there is always higher information coming in right now into the collective as well. And this is just us receiving this information. And if you don't feel it, it's just happening. So it's happening right now. I mean, it has been happening before, but it's also happening right now, and a bit more than usual. And this is why humans are evolving really fast and have been over the past 100 years, because there is so much higher information coming in, and it just helps the evolution of humanity. And there's also a lot of information coming in right now. It's information beyond the mind. So it's nothing we can really put into word. It's more something we can feel. So we feel, we understand it, we feel it, but we can't, it's really hard to put in words. But when you feel into it, like, what do you feel? So I can share, it's strengthening the body, the system in general, just strengthening, more resilience. Is being created so that the system can receive more, and also more refinement at the same time. So it's refining. So in words, the best way I can describe is, it is we can handle more, and at the same time we can perceive and feel more. And now an energy is present. It's basically existence itself. And this information is now also coming in into our system, to just that our system can recognize this information. I mean, it knows it anyways, but that it can just recognize existence itself. It's very, very powerful, a very powerful energy. So let's sit with this energy for 2-3 minutes. And I bring this existence itself, so this very fundamental energy into our whole system. So now right now it was mostly present in the third eye chakra, and I pull it into our system. Just surrender to it. It's a very dominating energy. So I'm down now, throat chakra, heart chakra, approaching and moving through now. Solar plexus. Just surrender to this energy. Allow your body to relax into it. Second chakra. And first chakra. And now let's sit with this energy for the next 8 minutes. And then we're going to finish this meditation. Okay, we are finished. Thank you very, very much for joining. That was super strong.